It's Betty time. It is about 1 in the afternoon and I'm with Courtney. We're having a picnic. Our friend Natasha has brought some clothes for us to go through, and then we brought some down for her to go through, and we are staying 6 feet apart, but we're having a mini picnic and it's super fun. Oh my God, she's bringing the bin over. Look at you, girl. That's a big bin.
Woo! Full of goodies.
Oh my goodness.
So cute. Does my hair look good?
Looks adorable.
Like,
yes.
It was like hunched
Let
over.
those curls out.
Like do a thing with, yeah.
Very anxious vlogging in public, but Courtney and I have decided to come to a protest downtown. So that is where we are. We're just waiting for our friends who invited us this morning, kind of last minute. The only reason we hadn't gone to a protest before is because we only found out about them after they happened. So we're very grateful to be invited, and we're just here to support our Black friends. Everybody. Black Lives Matter, baby. It's almost 6 o'clock. Lots of people are gathered. Black lives, they matter here. Black lives, they matter here. So if you can't tell already by my sunburn and the previous clips, I went to a Black Lives Matter protest today. It was very spontaneous. I am so happy we went though. This morning, Natasha came for the clothes swap, and then she was like, oh, me and my cousins are doing a protest tonight. We're going to one. And did you guys want to come? And we were like, yes, because we have been wanting to go to a protest, but there's been very little coverage, at least on my Instagram and stuff, to find where they are and when they're happening. So if anybody has some accounts I should be following, I have no problem going to as many protests as I fucking need until there's change. So just let me know when, baby. Let me know when. And I basically woke up in a really shitty mood because I had some hard conversations last night that really just upset me. I don't have a better word than that. It just upset me. So I was already kind of like, oh my God, anxiety. I'm not a confrontational person whatsoever. I hate it. It just makes my heart beat like crazy and my stomach in knots, and I just don't want to do it. And that is one of the problems as to why I haven't been actively anti-racism. Anyway, that's why I don't speak up, and that's why I didn't speak up. But I am going to speak up now. I'm going to have the uncomfortable conversations. I'm gonna fucking do it, because that's the only way that change will happen. Doing things. And if I'm just gonna sit back and watch people say racist things or homophobic things or sexist things, I am part of the problem. And I fully admit right now I was part of the problem. I'm not denying that whatsoever. I should have spoken up in the past, but due to my nature of just not wanting to cause trouble or have arguments, because I'm not a good person to debate with. I get really worked up and I'm not good at expressing myself. I have all these feelings and I don't know how to express myself. So yeah. Anyway, the point of this is I woke up in a shitty mood because I was having those conversations with someone, and I always wanted the best for that someone, and I still do. Don't get me wrong, I still want the best for someone. I want peace and love, and I just don't know how to explain myself any better than I have with this person. So this morning I woke up to these comments and I would just like to clarify them, get them out of my head so I can move on and continue to do whatever I can. So number one, just because you post stuff on social media doesn't give you credibility, and you are an armchair civil rights activist going with the herd. So I know I have no credibility. I understand. I've never experienced racism. I've experienced discrimination as a plus size woman. That's it. That is not the same, not comparing them. But I mean, that's just it. That's all I've dealt with. I've lived a very privileged life and I'm grateful for that. But like, I know that just posting social media stuff doesn't automatically make me an expert. I am trying my best to raise the voices of those who have experienced it and just kind of share information that I find relevant and hopefully will spread truthful information. And I'm an armchair civil rights activist. I'm not actually sure what that is. I've never been called that before. It doesn't really seem like a hard hit, but like at the same time, going with the herd part is what got me, because I don't really care if the herd is going in the same direction as me. That's cool. If the herd were the people who believe that Black Lives Matter, cool. I'll fucking follow them. That's fine. That's where I want it. I was going that way anyway. I just happen to get there at the same time as everyone else. That's not a bad thing. I don't see why that's bad. The next thing. It just seems like you're treating this as an issue now because it's the trend on social media. Before this, you never said boo. I actually remember multiple times in different situations, not just with this person. Like, I remember I started a new job when I moved to Ontario the first time, and everybody said the N-word. It's a bunch of white people. I have always been uncomfortable when white people say the N-word. It has nothing to do with me. It just makes me uncomfortable. It's not my word to use. It's not your word to use. It's Black people's word to use if they want to. If they don't, if they say it's okay around them, that's cool. It's a, what's it called? Like situational based kind of thing. If you're around people that are okay with you saying it, dope. Whatever you want. I'm not going to say it. And I don't think it's fair to say it when there aren't other Black people around to let you know if it's cool or not. That's just my personal opinion. You're welcome to have your own. I hate saying that, but you are. So I know I have spoken up because those people did not like me that much, because every time they said it, they literally would just look at me and think they were in trouble. And it wasn't meant to make them feel like they were in trouble. It was just something that made me uncomfortable. So I vocalized it, and then they stopped saying it around me, and I just kind of like didn't know what to do after that. So that was really shit, and that's the only time I can like specifically think of it. But obviously that's a super mild case. I'm not saying that's anything like super important. That's just something I personally remember speaking up about it in the past. But also, as I mentioned before, I understand I have not spoken up in the past. That is my bad. I'm taking responsibility for that. I'm saying things now. That's what matters. People grow, people change, people learn. I'm learning. I'm not an expert. I'm learning. Lastly, if you really believed in the Black Lives Matter movement, you'd donate all of your earnings to it. This is just a trend to you. I still need money to live. I did donate, not that it's any of your business. I also raised money, not that it's any of your business. So I just really felt like I was not doing enough after reading all of that. And I wish that person all the best, and I hope they change their mind, and that's all I can say. I can't say anything else because it's just upset me. That's fine. Everybody gets upset some days, and I don't really have the right to be upset right now. This is not about me. That is all I've been trying to say. I'm a white person. This isn't about me. I'm just here to try to be a good ally and try to promote Black voices and people of color, and I can only do that how I can do that. Like, I'm the only one who can do it like me, and like, this is how I'm doing it. So if you don't like it, that's cool, but like, do it your own way. Like, there's multiple ways to help. I've signed petitions, I've donated, I'm trying. So after crying my eyes out this morning at those, and Courtney being like, like, she has so much passion, it's very inspiring. But Natasha invited us to the protest, and I was like, hell yeah, let's go. So, very, very long story. I went, it was really peaceful. It just felt good to be around people who were like there for the same cause. And anyway, that's why yesterday's video was late, was because I was busy downtown. And if anybody knows where I can keep track of where future protests are, not just for Black Lives Matter, for any kind of human rights issue, I'd be happy to attend. I think equal rights for everyone. I want everyone to thrive. Everyone. I want them all to have the best lives. I don't wish hate on a single person. I don't. Anyway, I've been rambling for 10 minutes, and I don't really feel like editing this, so you pretty much got the raw feelings version. And I'm really sorry if I hurt your feelings and offended you. I am open to discussions, but right now I'm just like, I've had a lot of them recently, and I just don't feel like I'm doing a good job at them. So, we'll see. Anyway, tomorrow I am going thrifting. So, something more cheerful to look forward to. But lastly, I'd just like to say this is not a trend. I mean, for some people maybe it is. I don't think because I'm not posting as much as I am right now in the future, that doesn't mean I'm not doing other things to help the cause or other causes. Like, there's time for everything. We just do one thing at a time. It'll all happen together, baby. It'll all happen. So, I guess that's all. Betty buys.